Today, my mom and I are setting 7 different Thanksgiving tablescapes, and we're starting at the thrift store. Okay, so light fixture, obviously, but, well, that's heavy. What if you'd have to disconnect the antlers, but maybe paint them to make them look a little more realistic? There's 2 of them. That could be fun on the table.
Just on decor? Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, so technically, I'm not hosting Thanksgiving. That's my mom's job. But I thought it would be fun to show a couple different ways to style a table, right? So we're gonna do a couple of different Thanksgiving tablescapes on my dining table and a few on my mom's. So I'm kind of envisioning just neutral. You know, my house is blue and white. I love just simple. So I'm thinking like tans, like grasses or tans, blue, white, just keeping it neutral. I do think I need to look for something to use as napkin rings, maybe just anything else that I can use on a tablescape. Let's go look. What is that?
Hey.
Is it wicker?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's kind of dark, but that could make a nice centerpiece.
Yeah.
And I could fill it with pumpkins, but I could also maybe put some fresh fruit or something in it too. Yeah. I think that would be beautiful. I think I'll grab that.
I'm also like seeing if I whitewashed it, I can turn it into coastal stuff later.
You could take it too. I don't know. We'll have to see who gets it.
We might fight over it.
Okay, I am looking for just anything that will bring in a little bit of sentimental value as well. I'm looking for maybe some fabric or something I can use as a table runner. I'm also always looking for more dishes. I have quite a collection, but I'm always looking for some salad plates that I can layer with things I already have. And then just anything for a centerpiece that would be inspiring.
We're really trying to make Thanksgiving extra special this year. My dad will be having Thanksgiving with us, and he's 88 years old, and we're not sure how many more holidays we'll be able to spend with him. So I really want to make this one special.
What's that?
Well, I can see turning this into a bell for Christmas.
That would be awesome.
I mean, of course it was either a light fixture. It's got a threaded thing here.
Yeah.
It could have been a light fixture or a candle sconce or something, but
you guys will have to come back for our Christmas thrift video.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this today for sure.
Okay, I don't know if this has a legit name, but I have a few of these at home to make fun things. There's no price, but I think I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, they're great for decor.
Yeah. Okay guys, I keep finding things not for our thrifting, whatever, Thanksgiving tablescape. But this would be so fun. It's a little wreath hanger for my mantle at Christmas. So I'm gonna have to get it right now.
Oh, absolutely.
What is that? Okay, what is this? It's like, I like the wood, but I'm not so sure about that.
I think maybe you could remove it. I see little nails in it.
Maybe. It's $3, might be worth a shot.
Yeah.
It's threshold, it's a vase. Huh.
Okay, I like this, but I don't love the color. But I could see it as another color.
Yeah, I like your little Frenchy engraving.
Right, it's only on one side, but that's okay.
I'm gonna
get that.
Spying that blue and white that was behind it. What is that? I don't know. Probably too casual for what we're going for, but you know, me and my stripes. Okay, I wonder if I can find something like to turn into a placemat or a runner. Wow, not that.
No.
Random stocking. Those napkins are fun though for Christmas.
Oh, for Christmas, those would be cute. You could make cute
$1.
pillows.
Oh, that one says 50 cents.
What?
Oh, one's $1, one's 50 cents. That's because there's 2 on that and 1 on that.
Okay.
Only 3 though. What would you do?
Well, you could turn it into a runner, I bet.
Maybe. That's fun
that's
too.
cute.
Guys, we are not shopping for Christmas today. But if you find it, you gotta get it. Right?
Right.
Okay, look. These are a little more fun than the green, and there's a lot. 1. Oh, maybe it is just 3. I don't know. I have to take it off and see what it's all about. Oh, nope, there's more than 1 on there.
Oh, I think you could do something so fun with those. I think those are keepers. But not for Christmas, not for Thanksgiving.
Aw, somebody's grandma probably made these, guys. Sad to see it here. Look, this one too, they're beautiful.
Oh, they are beautiful. $1?
Yeah. But look, this one's like more of a
As in a scarf?
shawl scarf. But that could, I mean, I don't know, if you were doing like mauve-y Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
that could be fun with lace.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a good idea. I like it. If it was a little longer, I think it would be better for our long tables.
What is this?
I have no
like
idea.
A hand cart with a,
What?
that's like the, what's the word?
mortar
Mortar and pestle
pestle?
thing? I don't know what in the world. I'm just gonna put that right back.
I could see that being redone.
Okay. Guys, we are getting pretty sidetracked today with Christmas.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what is this supposed to be? I think it was a clock. But
Clock turned birdhouse.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You tell me.
Well, I think so, but is that like hand painted? Looks like, I don't
I
know.
don't know. Could be, I guess. It's got like a signature on it, so maybe.
Those are fun. I don't think that's what we're going for, but it's fun.
Well, those would be fun, but there's only 2 and I prefer salad plates.
Yeah, you need more. What's that? White and gold.
Oh.
Let's see what that is. It's like a charger.
Not really. That's a hand painted. Somebody painted that. That's why it's all
Okay.
scratched up. What'd you find? Oh,
Hey, those are pretty.
they are pretty.
Let's see how many there are. 7, and
Oh,
then
there was
were
over there.
2
So
on
it'd be
the other
9. Huh.
What are these?
Oh, these are so cute. I was just looking at these and wondering, they're $2.99 a piece, but I think they could be really cute little candles on the table. But I feel like I'd need to get a lot of them, and then I don't know
If it's worth
if
that much.
it's worth that much. I mean, I realize they're silver plate,
They're cute, though.
but they,
I mean,
the shape of them is so cute.
yeah.
So I'm gonna
And
have
obviously, you could put little gravy in each of them, but
to,
if you want to,
personalized gravy.
well,
That would be cute.
I don't know.
Okay, I could think on those.
Do you find something good?
I think that these might be nice to just set with my everyday dishes and layer them. And I know they're all scratched up, but I'm pretty sure I can get that off.
Okay. How much are they?
They are $2.99 for a set of 4, so that's not bad.
Okay.
Not bad at all. Okay. Hey, this is a piece that I remember my mom having. In fact, it might still be in the cupboard.
We should look. That'd be fun.
It would be fun to pull hers out.
Look at all these Pez guys. That's great. I wish I could come back and see those little baby shoes.
Oh, so sweet.
They're so sweet.
I remember wearing, well, I don't remember wearing them, but I remember
Your mom.
sister.
Okay,
yes,
but you did wear
but
them.
I did wear them. I have pictures of me wearing them.
All right, guys, so we ended up at another store because we weren't finding tons of stuff at the other one.
But we're not having any luck here either.
Worse luck. Let me just show you. We're both feeling very uninspired. Can you tell? Nothing. But that's just how thrifting is sometimes, right? You never know what you're gonna find. But usually we have a
little more luck from this.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should just come back another day. We're struggling.
Okay, I've got this idea. This is $2, but I'm wondering about taking apart the book and using the music as placemats, and then I've got another idea for the centerpiece that will kind of be musical but gratitude.
Interesting. I can't wait to see your idea.
Me too.
Okay. That I'm thinking is a placemat, but what if, I gotta just see. Oh yeah. What if, guys, I use this to make some napkin rings. I'll roll it around something and then use a saw to cut. You see my vision? I have a vision.
I can see it.
Okay. Okay, I could very easily use a belt to make a napkin ring, right? Just make a little loop. Maybe I'll get this too, and then I'll decide which way I want to go.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is our haul. I know it doesn't look like much. We expected to find more for sure.
Yes, we did. I don't think we've ever had that poor of a thrifting day, but I will say though, even though we only have a few items, we still have some great ideas we're really excited to share with you. And we thrift all the time. So we're gonna be incorporating a lot of our other thrifted finds into our tablescapes. So stay tuned because you're gonna wanna see all of our ideas. All right, for my 3 items, I spent a whopping $5.50.
Okay, and I spent on our 2 little thrifting days $11.13, and that's with my Goodwill discount for being a senior citizen.
Lucky.
So getting old pays off, right? I did pick up this on our trip in Alexandria, Virginia at a fun little thrift shop. It's not stop.
Store, shop.
Stop, yeah. I paid $8 for this silver-plated pitcher, and I was so excited because I did see one when we were out thrifting, and it was $20.
Yeah,
so
they had 2
I thought
they were 20.
Yeah, and so I thought that was a great deal for that.
For this first tablescape, we are going to use that thrifted music book that I found, and we're also going to use a thrifted silver plate pitcher that I found while vacationing in Alexandria, Virginia. And I love to thrift while we're on vacation. Do you like to do that too? To tie into the music theme that I have on this table, I decided to make like a little banner to run down the center of the table using some ribbon that I have on hand, and then I'm just using heat transfer vinyl to cut out a verse of a hymn, and then I'm just going to iron it onto the ribbon. I love that animal print is really trending again this year, and so I'm going to pull out my cheetah table runner that I picked up at Hobby Lobby several years ago, and I love to get to use this. So you're going to find a little bit of cheetah print throughout this tablescape. And for the centerpiece, I'm going to bring in that cheetah print pumpkin that we made in our fall home decor video. So if you haven't seen that one, make sure you check and see how we made that. And now I'm going to add some little floral arrangements, and they are just made with dried hydrangeas from my garden and putting them into 2 silver plate pitchers. And next I'm going to just add some burgundy stems along with some seeded eucalyptus that I had on my mantle for fall, and that's just going to give a little something for my ribbon to kind of flow over or rest against. And finally, I'm going to take that hymn verse that I made out of the ribbon, and I'm going to just tuck it into the leaves. And last minute, I remembered that I had done some decoupage of some sheet music on some little pumpkins, so I'm just going to tuck those into the centerpiece as well. And for the place settings, I'm going to use a piece of that music and use that as my placemat, top it with a black charger, and then I'm going to use some gold rim plates. And I picked up these plates at the thrift store, probably 2 to 3 years ago, and I just love them. They were very elegant and they had a ton of them, and so I got 16 just in case I'm having a big party. Then use an olive napkin and then top it with the salad plate. And then for the flatware, I'm actually using my grandma's silver plate flatware. For the place card, I tied together a dried orange slice, a twig with some cheetah ribbon. And if you want to learn how to dry oranges, they can be found in our last fall decor video.
Okay, Mom, this might just be my favorite one, even though it's the first one. I love the whole cheetah print too. It's just fun and cozy, a little bit out there. Yeah. And that's one of my favorite pumpkins that you did as well. And I just think it's all just, I don't know, it is just an elegant vibe. It's just really pretty.
Well, thanks. And I love it too. I just love the rich, warm colors that this has in it. It just feels cozy, and I'm excited to have my Thanksgiving with my family.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep this one on the table
for
this.
I am. Okay. I know, because we want you guys to vote which one's your favorite. So you'll have to still let us know, but
I'm curious
she's leaning towards this one. Impromptu video, guys. I don't have my mic, but I came to Ross to get one single candle. I will scan my cart for you to show you all I found. You know, it kind of goes along with our thrifting tablescape because we did go thrifting. And I'm shopping thriftily because I'm at Ross. They have so much good fall stuff here, you guys. So I have to do it. All right, let's get making some napkin rings. Again, I found this at the thrift store. It is a placemat, I'm pretty sure. And I think this would be super fun. The only thing that concerns me is if I cut it, I'm gonna have to like string some more string in there to keep it all together, which I could do. But
seems like a lot of work.
I know, I'm gonna kind of be lazy right now. So my idea is to use this belt, and I'm just gonna use this actually as my template, because why not? And then it's just gonna be like that. And then I rummaged through all my scrapbooking supplies, because why not? And then I think I'm just gonna tie it or like hook it together with a brad.
I think that's gonna be cute.
You see the vision?
I do.
All right. So first, I think I'm gonna start with this end of the belt. I paid $3 for this. It's real leather, and it was a nice belt. It was Carhartt, so nice brand. I kind of feel bad cutting it up, but that's okay. It was donated, so I can do what I want, right? So I'm just gonna try to cut a straight line here. Not super straight.
You want a straight edge, a ruler, something? Come on.
Maybe.
Well, I can go get you one.
Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do again is just use this as my template. And I do want it to overlap a little bit, just so I can use the brad, right? So I'm gonna draw a little line. Again, I'm not cutting straight, dang it. It's because it's hard. Then I have this little crocodile tool.
And you could use like a leather punch if you don't have one of those, or you could use like an ice pick and kind of work a hole through it.
Okay. Let's see how this turned out, guys. I'm just gonna stick this through both of those holes and open the brad up. My brad isn't long enough.
Oh no.
It's so thick. Guys, that was such a good idea. Maybe, what could I glue these with? Because I could just have the brad be like that, right? But then I need it to stay.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Because see, it's pretty.
You could use E6000 and then like clip it with
Would
clothespins
that-
or something while it,
Would it hold it?
I don't know.
What do you guys think? E6000 holds leather? This was supposed to be real easy. All right, I've shortened this a little bit. We're gonna poke this other hole.
That's just too bad that it didn't work the other way.
I know,
That's all
but
I
this
can
was a
say.
good idea. So I'm gonna use her as my helper. All right, I will hold this in such a manner.
And just a square knot?
Yes,
Okay.
and I feel like we're doing some surgery.
Surgery.
Yeah, it's like 4 hands
Stitching?
for this little thing. Yeah.
Okay, there it goes.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah, that is cute.
Make sure it's really tight.
Then you probably want to knot your ends and then trim
Okay.
them because it will just unravel.
Sure.
But yeah, that looks cute.
All right.
Not
what-
as planned, but
what
it
do you
looks
guys
cute.
think? Yeah, that was. That wasn't even a plan B. I didn't have another plan.
I just thought it was going to work.
I know.
That's cute. I love it. That turned out really cute.
I got these napkins at Ross with my little haul, you guys. They were just too good to pass up.
Well, they are very pretty napkins, and the color is fantastic for fall.
All right, guys. It just turned out so cute. And as Bob Ross would say, it was a happy little accident.
Absolutely.
Sometimes when you have to think outside the box because your plan doesn't work, it leads to a better thing. I don't know. I still think
And-
these brads would have been fun.
Well, they would have been super cute, but you know what? This
okay.
still looks cute and cheap and easy. Okay, good.
Okay, let's get this tablescape set. I'm just starting with a little table runner that I already had on hand. Blue and white stripe, obviously, that's like my go-to, right? I love blue and white. And I'm also layering on a piece of burlap ribbon just to give it a little bit more texture. And then I have this super fun driftwood bowl I picked up at a vintage market years ago. I've filled it with some faux white pumpkins from Hobby Lobby. And then I'm just gonna put a few little seashells down the table runner. You guys, I have to bring my coastal in somehow. So I don't know if it really works, pumpkins and seashells, but that's what we're doing. And I had to bring in a little bit more coastal, bring in a little bit of starfish into the pumpkins. And I got these at the vintage market just a few months ago, and I love them. For the place settings, we're gonna start with this grass charger, and unlike my mom, I only have one set of plates. They're pretty basic, pretty casual, blue and white of course, but I love them. And we're gonna top it off with our cute little napkin rings, striped napkin, and I don't have fancy silverware or glasses either, so this is a little bit more casual for sure, but I still think it is pretty, and when it's all the little pieces put together, it looks really fun, cozy, and relaxing.
Okay, Steph, you know what I love best about this is that you infused the coastal and the fall. And it's not...
Does it work?
It does
Okay.
work. I think, it's you for sure because it's very monochromatic. And I know that you love that look because it's very peaceful for you. And you need that in your home
Sure
with all the
do.
kids running around.
I know.
But I do love the shells with the pumpkins. I think it's really pretty.
Okay.
And I also love that you brought in your rustic, or kind of the texture of the chargers that you put on there. So it looks really good.
They are very messy, guys, but I love the way they look. So you gotta put up with a mess sometimes.
Okay, so really, I don't need to really do anything for this basket except for clean it and remove the price tag. So I actually have some vodka in here because it's going to disinfect it as well as clean it. So I'm just gonna, yeah, there we go. Get my sprayer to work.
And you're disinfecting it because?
Well, because I'm planning on putting some fresh fruit in here for my arrangement.
Okay.
And so, you know, I don't want to throw the fruit out. It's going to be something we eat. So I don't want it to be dirty, contaminated. I want it to be clean.
Don't blame ya.
So
you should spray the outside too.
Oh,
just for funsies.
I plan.
Okay, good. You don't know where that basket's been.
You're right. I don't know where it's been.
And I might steal it one day and paint it white, and it would be beautiful.
You're going to change the color of it?
It would be coastal and fun.
Well, it sure would. I know. It's a great basket.
I know, and it's big.
It is really big. I like it a lot.
$2.
And $2. You can't beat that, right? Okay, let's just give this side a little spray. This, by the way, also works really good if you buy some thrifted upholstery. It's going to not damage the upholstery, and it's going to clean it and disinfect it and remove any odors that might be in there. So,
who knew?
Who knew? That's right. I love it when these things are just a little simple. Mm-hmm. This isn't really a DIY. We're just cleaning. Okay. It's ready to go. And look, it's cleaner inside. Can you tell the difference?
I can,
yeah. So, good. Okay, when I saw this vase, I mean, I think it's beautiful. I do love the little inscription on it, but I don't love the yellow color, and it has the damage on it. So I loved the way this pumpkin turned out. So my plan is to do that same technique on here, but I'm going to try to preserve the little writing and the little emblem that's on the vase.
I think it's going to look cool.
I do too. All right, before I paint it, I do want to just make sure it's good and clean, not any dirt and grime. And I just thought I have some rubbing alcohol here. Okay, first of all, I need to glove up because I like to protect my nails. I like to keep them looking as nice as I can for as long as I can. All right, so the first coat that I did on the pumpkin was just a brown undercoat. So I've just got this brown paint. We've used it for lots of different projects. I'm just gonna coat the whole thing in this brown.
And this paint we're using is Black Dog Salvage, and it bonds to pretty much anything. So we don't have to worry about primer.
Right,
which
and
is
it's
nice.
Not a chalk paint. What do they call it? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Anyway, but yeah, and it's just a flat paint, and I do really like it.
It dries really quick too.
And it covers beautifully. You can see how well it's covering over this. Just one coat. So we just really need to put one coat on this. So as we work on this pumpkin is the pumpkin that we made over is one of 10 that we did using those little plastic Halloween buckets. And they were just so fun to do, to transform into something totally different.
Yep,
so
if you haven't seen that video, go check it out, because there's lots of fun ideas. And we tried to use something that was accessible for everyone, so
and cheap.
Yeah, those buckets are like less than $2. You can find them at Walmart.
You can find them
everywhere.
Yeah.
Thrift stores even.
Yep. And paint is such a great product to really transform any piece. I mean, we could have used spray paint on this, but to get this technique for sure, I needed to do a brushable paint.
Yeah, and relatively speaking, paint is a cheap way to make something over.
It sure is. Okay, so I have a little bit of paint here. This is just leftover house paint. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it, but when I put I'm going to use salt wash. This is going to knock the sheen out of it. And I want to thicken up this paint because I want to stipple on the next layer of color. So I'm just going to mix that in.
And this color is called Sculptor's Clay.
That's right.
It's a really nice neutral.
Yeah, it's a really good light taupey color.
Yeah, we're going for like a cake batter consistency here.
Okay, we're getting there now.
It needs to be kind of thick and not drip off of the stir stick.
So a little bit more.
Yeah. And this is just going to give some texture when we apply this paint. That's the whole point of this.
And I love how you say we. Are you applying it?
Yeah.
No, you're going to watch me apply it. Okay,
a
little bit more.
Apply it.
You could. It's a little hard for two of us to work on one small project. Okay.
That looks good.
That looks great. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this and I'm going to just pounce it on. And I'm going to leave some of the brown showing underneath. But I want to make sure I have good texture on the pot so it looks like it's a handmade pot.
Stone.
Yeah. I'm really getting excited for this Thanksgiving. My dad is just aging.
It's sad.
And it's sad to kind of, I mean, I know he's kind of
slowing down.
ready to be with my mom. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what he's waiting for, you know? But he's had some issues with his kidneys, and his last little visit with his kidney doctor, he's been really following his diet strictly, but he was nearing stage 5 of liver or kidney failure, and he was able with his diet to kind of pull it back out. But his last visit showed that he's back at stage 4 again. So I'm a little concerned that his kidneys just aren't holding out, but he is 88.
Yeah.
And I mean, I will miss him terribly when he goes, but I'm looking forward to spending just the time with him. I cherish every minute and moment that I get to have with him.
To be around him because his memory is so sharp. He can tell you stories from his childhood.
And he is such a great storyteller. I love it. So I just got back from taking him to visit with his brother who lives several hours away. And it was just fun to listen to them for like 4 hours, just sitting there reminiscing and hearing stories that I hadn't heard before because they were helping each other remember. It was just fun. Anyway, so are family dinners important to you? And do you really cherish those moments around the dinner table, sharing conversation and time together with family? I'd love to hear from you.
Well, and I'd say, like, my kids are like, why can't we just eat whenever? And my friends don't have to sit down together, but you know what? It is important.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of gotten to where we don't have a lot of family dinners anymore. And I love the time just sitting around chatting with everybody. We don't do enough of that anymore.
No.
We're too glued to screens and things, so looking forward
as we make videos for you to
you
watch your screen. Watch it with your family.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna let that layer dry. All right, so I'm gonna do the final coat, which is gonna just be a dry brush of some white paint. And this is gonna bring out all that texture, leaving some of that brown showing. And it's just gonna make it kind of come to life and give it that aged look. Like it's been sitting around in somebody's, I don't know.
Yeah, I like this step because it kind of melds everything together.
Yeah, it really does. And it just gives it that kind of, I think I might cross hatch it.
Okay.
Now I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna do something different.
Okay.
Just make it go different directions. Each one I do just looks a little different. No two are exactly the same.
Yeah, as it is with handmade things,
well,
right?
It's true. So true.
So what you gonna put in this vase?
I'm thinking pampas grass.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Oh,
You should
was
do
it?
pampas. Yeah.
I just think that will just tie it all together because I've got a plan for the table. It's gonna have lots of color still, but this part's gonna be pretty neutral. Okay, my plan is to take a little fine artist brush and I'm gonna just pick up a little bit of this brown color. And I'm gonna try to just go in the grooves. Now I'm left-handed, so I'm gonna probably start at the back.
Okay.
And then I can go over it with the white. This is dry now, so now to make it more blend in like this is, I'm gonna go back to my white paint and just do a little more dry brushing over this area and make it kind of soften and blend in, and I think it's gonna be just fine. Okay, I decided I wanted to try one more thing. I kind of want some of these spots where I had left the brown showing to just have a little more brown showing. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of rubbing alcohol And I'm gonna kind of try to dab off some of that white paint so that more of the brown is showing. Yeah, like that. I just wanted to have that aged look to kind of peek through a little bit more than it was. I think I got a little bit too much of the dry brush on. Aha, that's what I wanted. Just a little more color popping through.
Okay, I'm gonna first lay out a tablecloth. This tablecloth I picked up on a sidewalk clearance sale at Bed Bath & Beyond, and it's not big enough for my table, but I just put it on the diagonal, and so I still can use it, and I love the fall colors in this tablecloth. For the centerpiece, we're going to use that basket, and then I'm going to take that vase that we made over and put that in the center of the basket, and then put in a little bit of pampas grass. And then I'm going to fill the basket with some little mini pumpkins and then just a variety of fruits. I just kind of played with it for a little while, trying different pieces of fruit here and there. And the more I played with it, I realized that the basket was bigger than I thought for the amount of fruit that I bought. So we decided to raise it up a little bit with a bowl and a charger, and that's going to help lift the fruit up out of the basket. And to complete the centerpiece, I'm just going to add some vintage thrifted brass candlesticks with white tapers. And for the place setting, I'm going to just use my black charger again, and then my gold rimmed plates that again were thrifted for $1. And then I'm going to top it with that same green napkin. Steph picked those up for me at Ross, and they are just a beautiful color and I love them. And then just top them with a white pumpkin, again bringing in the grandma's silver plate flatware, and then a goblet.
Okay, I love all the colors on this tablescape, and all of the fresh fruit just looks so regal to me. Just really, I don't know. It's just very inviting. Doesn't it just make you feel like you're like sitting down to dinner with the royals? It's just
Sure, it is beautiful. And I do
is.
love the color that the fresh fruit brought into the table.
Yeah.
Because the rest of it's pretty subtle except for that centerpiece,
Yep,
which
it
really
really
kind of gives you a
draws you.
wow.
Yeah.
And it's fresh, it's easy to do, and you can eat it afterwards, right?
Yep. Okay, this is really in perfect condition. The only thing I need to do is clean it. So I'm gonna use my mom's trick of alcohol. I like that. Gets off any grease and gunk, sticker residue. Cleans it.
It does clean it really well. And it disinfects it too. Oh,
Yeah.
you can see it's getting dirty, so
Yeah.
it was dirty.
And I think my vision for this is to fill it up with a little bit of sand, stick a candle in there. Yeah, it was dirty.
Yeah, it was dirty, definitely.
I don't know. It's gonna be pretty. Okay, next we're gonna take these cute little baby pumpkins and turn them into some fun candle holders. This is gonna be so fun. All right, so first I'm going to break off the stem, and we're gonna actually save these for later because you never know what you can use those for. I'm going to trace this candle so I know where to cut. And I can't remember, did we pay 75 cents for these cute little guys?
We did.
75 cents each from the farmer. But yeah, you guys might already have tapered candles on hand. These little pumpkins are all over the place this time of year. Grocery stores, farmers. So I'm not even gonna worry about taking it out. I'm just gonna push it in, which is gonna leave the perfect space for the candle to sit. Look how cute. And it's so easy. Ta-da! Okay, to start this tablescape, I'm going to use this fun runner that I got at the vintage market this year. And then remember this fun galvanized tray I got in our garden thrift video. Yes, I got sidetracked that day. It's fine. But I'm going to use this as the main centerpiece on my table. It's really large and it's just going to hold everything that I have in mind. So I'm going to put this glass vase in there that I thrifted, and I'm going to start by filling it up with a little bit of sand. I like to collect sand from our vacations. My kids think I'm weird. I fill up water bottles and sneak it through security. It's fine, guys. It's a thing. So I'm just starting with a little bit of sand, and then I'm gonna put a large candle in there. And then I found these cauliflower root several years ago at a home decor store, and they look like driftwood to me a little bit. So I just think they really have that coastal feel to it, but it also brings in a really cool texture. So I'm just gonna spread that out in the tray, and then I'm going to put in some little mini white pumpkins just to bring in a little bit of that fall vibe. You know, I love my coastal, but I've got to incorporate the fall somehow, and I think these mini white pumpkins are perfect. Then we have to put these cute little mini pumpkin candle holders on. I love them. They're just so cute. And for the place setting, I'm going to use these chargers we got from Dollar Tree several years ago. The grayish color kind of ties into the galvanized tray. We're going to use my everyday dishes. And then I have these cute little fish, napkin rings, a solid blue napkin. Again, simple, but I think it works.
Okay, once again, this tablescape just feels like you. It's got just the navy and white, and it feels very calming and peaceful, yet it's fall. You've got pumpkins, and I do like the white pumpkins with the navy.
Yeah.
I think it looks really pretty, and I love that you brought in the little cauliflower root, and I do think it really looks like driftwood, and it's cheap. You can find it online. If you give it a little Google, you'll find it. And I just think it looks very fall-ish still, but very coastal.
All right, the only thing wrong with these plates is the scratches on them, the little marks from the silverware. So I have found that Barkeeper's Friend does a great job removing those marks. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on, and I've just got a damp cloth, and I'm just going to kind of buff it off or get it off. This one was the worst plate, and it is coming off.
Yeah, it works so good on so many things. Like, look, this plate looks brand new again.
Looks great. So if you've got some old dishes that are all scratched up, you can make them look brand new with just a little Barkeeper's Friend.
I'm going to use the same olive napkins, and this time I'm going to tie them with a burgundy ribbon and then just tuck the silverware in between the ribbon and the napkin. The centerpiece on the table may look familiar to you. We've used it in a couple of other videos. The scarf is thrifted, and then Steph made over the acorns that are on the table, and then we also have our leaf garland that was made from recycled paper. For the place settings, we're using some Dollar Tree chargers, and then topping it with my everyday plates, and then the thrifted plate that we cleaned up, and then just top it with the ribbon tied napkin.
All right, I like the idea of this tablescape where we just started with the existing table spread you had with the thrifted scarf and everything, because I think it's a good idea to just say, look, you have your table decorated just to be pretty every day, and just adding on your place setting and everything just ties it all in.
Made it simple and easy.
Right. That's what I was trying to say. Simple and easy.
Well, and we love simple and easy.
Yeah.
So I do love it too. I think the colors are really pretty, and I just love the burgundy colors this year. It just feels so cozy and warm. And I think this is a great centerpiece because everything is low. So it really makes for easy conversation for your Thanksgiving meal.
All right, this next tablescape is 100% inspired by the chinoiserie pumpkin that I did in, wasn't our last video, but a couple videos ago. I'm a little bit obsessed with it now. So I took complete inspiration from it, and I just wanted to really let this pumpkin be the main centerpiece on the table, let it be the showstopper. And then when I had my little outing to Ross the other day, I found these fun beads. And you guys, I had to have them. And look it was $6.99. So I got 2 strands of them, and I was just so excited to get them home and start decorating. So I'm starting with that same table runner again, just simple blue and white striped. And I'm going to be using a little Lazy Susan and a charger to raise up the chinoiserie pumpkin a little bit. Then I'm layering in some faux wood pumpkins that I picked up at Hobby Lobby this year. And then finally, I'm just kind of winding this wood bead garland throughout the table runner as well. I just think that really just ties every little thing together, and it brings in a little bit more of that pop of the blue with the chinoiserie beads. It's so fun. And for the place settings, I picked up these paper doilies from Walmart. I did borrow my mom's gold plates, stacking it with a striped napkin, and then these green plates, you might remember, we bought them in our thrifting video for the tea party. So I just thought we had a little bit of green on the chinoiserie pumpkin with the ribbon I tied around it, and so I wanted to bring that in with the plates as well. So adding that in, and then we also tied a green ribbon on the silverware on the place setting as well. So just a little bit of green, but mostly the blue and white, the neutral, and I think it looks so fun. What do you guys think?
All right, I really love the combination of that olive velvet ribbon with the chinoiserie pumpkins and the plates, the blue and the green. I just think is a beautiful combination, and it does feel elegant. It still feels like you, Steph, because it's blue and white.
Yes.
But
it's a little
fancier than
less
you
casual
usually.
than my normal. Yeah.
Yes, but I do love it's so casual too with the wood pumpkins and your little bead garland. And I thought it was so fun that you found garland that matched your pumpkin.
I know. I'm obsessed, guys.
How lucky you scored that.
Okay, also my blinds are broken right now, so my mom had to shade the sun. So you know what? You have to do what you need to do sometimes. I need to get those fixed. And for the last tablescape, I'm starting with a throw blanket. I don't have very many tablecloths, but I just wanted to add a little bit of color to the table. So this is perfect. It's not very big, so we're putting it on the diagonal to just bring a little bit of that color in here. Then I'm going to put this centerpiece I made from our last fall thrifting video. Remember, these pumpkins were a ceramic and I turned them kind of into that cool cement look. Then I'm going to be using my grass chargers to bring in a little bit of texture. Again, I'm using my simple everyday plates, blue and white, and then we're going to place on a striped blue and white napkin. And then finally, we're going to top it off with a cute little mini pumpkin. And I just think this orange pumpkin ties in to the leaves I have in the centerpiece. So overall, it's a really pretty simple tablescape. There's not a whole lot going on here, but it's just enough to tie in all of the beautiful colors. I love the orange and the blue. The complementary colors work really well together, and I think it creates a fun little Thanksgiving themed vibe.
Okay, Steph, I love
the colors on this table. I know it's not your monochromatic, just blue and white, but the pop of orange with that navy is stunning. I just think it is so beautiful. It's cozy, it's warm, it's inviting. I love it.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I do like it too.
And you know, Thanksgiving has always been about gathering around the table with those you love and you care about. And this year, it really does mean more to me than ever before because my dad will be spending Thanksgiving with us this year. And, you know, I don't know how many more I will have with him. So I just cherish every single moment that I can have with him.
Yep, he really is the best. And you know what, guys? It's my year to spend Thanksgiving with my in-laws, which is great. They're lovely. But I'm going to miss spending it with my grandpa after we've focused on it this year. Yep. It's okay.
It's okay.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed these ideas.
Be sure to let us know which tablescapes you liked best. And also, YouTube thinks you'll like this one next.